All right, so I got a reaction coming at y'all real quick, man. I saw this thing earlier on TikTok, a lot of this stuff over the last couple of days, and I wanted to use this brother clip and another brother clip, who was kind of hard to call him a brother, to defend DanaDane. You know what I'm saying? Because I agree with what she's saying, and a lot of stuff that she said is facts. And it's weird that we even have to have this conversation because we literally be fighting for degeneracy. We literally fight to degrade ourselves. We literally fight to be at the bottom. It's weird. But let's get into it.
Well, if it ain't Miss Sexyy Red that made herself into my comment section, look like you graduated in '05 with me, and you dress like it too. You look like you stuck in the time capsule of 2005 and 2006. So, argument with the only thing they can say is that you broke.
Now, this is what I will say to this thing right here, right? Like not too long ago, they was talking about when Sexyy Red was on the podcast, and it was weird that clip had came out because I had heard like a small snippet or something that she said in the song, and I was like, I don't want to go in on it because I feel like she might have been sexually assaulted young, and for that to come out, it kind of blew my mind. I was like, damn, okay, so I wasn't wrong because some of the things that she rap about, she think that it's normal, and it's not. And the only people, and this is just me thinking and me listening to different therapists, the only reason why you would think that it's okay or you trying to self-soothe is because something traumatic happened to you in the past. And I want to get some out the Bible right quick because she said she seemed like she's stuck in the past, right? I want to get some right quick. What verse I want? We're going to start at verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. So we going into the concept of sexual assault right here. This is what we're going into. So in that matter, only the man that did the act is supposed to die. You force a sister to lay down with you, supposed to die for that. Verse 26, but unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter, right? So God telling you, when you sexually assault a man or a woman, a little piece of them die. He said it's the same as you rising up to murder somebody. It's the same act. It's the same spirit that's on you. Because a lot of people, when things like that happen to them, they get stuck at that age mentally, or whatever age that happened to them at. So when she said she's stuck in 2005, according to what I was looking up, I think she might have been born in 1998. So around 2005, that don't sound too far-fetched that she might have been, you know what I'm saying, violated at that time. So I don't know. I haven't looked into the sister, nothing like that. I just heard her story on the little podcast that something bad happened to her. And I can swing that, right? Verse 26, but unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man rises against his neighbor and slayeth him, so is this matter. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried, and there was none to save her. Because in these situations, a lot of our brothers and sisters, they don't stand up for these young girls. They don't stand up for these young brothers that go through this stuff when they're young. They don't. Especially, I'd heard way too many sisters talk about how I'd heard way too many sisters talk about how they told their mothers or the women around them that something bad happened to them, and they don't believe them, which is kind of crazy to me. But I wanted to touch on this because I do think the sister got a warped way of thinking, and that don't make it okay that she think like that. But I understand, if that make any sense. It's not okay that she think the way she think, but I understand. Going back.
Well, give me some money then, sis.
How is you hating on my come up and you is broke? I think that's why, cause you broke. That's why you hating on my come up. You shouldn't have nothing to say about a bitch getting money, bitch. Y'all hoes don't know shit. Ain't none of y'all gonna do shit. And next time I catch a motherfucker talk shit about Sexyy Red, I'm fucking beating their ass.
Now, there's another thing that kind of bothered me about conversations like this because we literally just talking about behavior. That's all most people been talking about when it comes to Sexyy Red and Sukiyana and these different, you know what I'm saying, songs that's being put out and all the artists that do this bullshit. Because I got a series coming soon where I'm going to be touching on songs that was out when I was growing up that we really should have been listening to. You know what I'm saying? They literally pushed sin like it was fun. They literally made sin some of the, I ain't gonna lie, some of the dopest music we ever heard. We just gonna be honest. But for our people to get into these mindsets where we try to correct behavior and you start throwing around money don't make you a better person. It don't. Well, let's continue.
All right, shout out to DanaDane, man. The DanaDane and Sexyy Red beef is kind of heating up, but I want to take it off that track for a minute, right? The thing that I don't think a lot of these people understand, these superstars understand, is that they're not like what they're doing is not exclusive. Like anybody can sell out, bro. Anybody can sell out for a bag. Anybody can go to the white power structure and say, "Look, I am willing to degrade and to destroy my community, my people, if you pay me." Like.
And I want to go in the Bible and prove what the brother's saying because that's the truth. We see that all the time. People willing to sell their soul. People willing to do a lot of things that most people would think is taboo. You know what I'm saying, to make that bread. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, also called Sirach. Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one selleth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he cast away his bowels. Think about what's going on here. I want to read it again. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Because let's be honest, that's one of the main things that drive hustle culture, what drive the mindset behind I'm gonna try to get it by any means necessary. Because for you to make songs about what she's talking about, she's only doing it for the money. You're not gonna sit here and tell if wasn't no money in it, none of the music will be being made today. The only people that will still be making music are the ones that really care about the art. Let's be real. Most people that's making music today, they making it because they have hopes of making a lot of money. Let's be real. Let's read it again. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one setteth his own soul to sell. And that's what we're talking about right here. People will do some of the wildest things. They will sell their own soul. What does it mean to sell your soul? You going against your morals and values. You going against what you know is right because it's a dollar sign behind it. Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. What does that mean? We've heard the stories about these men that get into these different rooms. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get to a higher level, so they got to do something along the lines of doing something in the LGBT. You got to do something with humiliating. You got to bend over for these white folks. We understand. That's what the Bible talking about. He said, because while he liveth, he cast away his bowels. Your bowels is connected to your booty. If you want to just cut straight through it. They taking it for that bread. It is what it is. So how do we look at that in all aspects of life, right? You know that what you're doing is wrong. Let's be real. We just seen Cardi B crying, talking about she don't want to make the music that she make because she know that it's wrong. She know that it's some stuff that come behind it that she don't even really agree with. We didn't seen it. But a covetous man, they gonna do whatever for that money. That's what it say in 1 Timothy. For those that will be rich, they fall in temptation and a snare. That's what the Bible say. That's what the Bible say. But guess people selling their soul, that's not a new concept. People selling their soul, that's not something we don't understand in the black community. But the sad part about it is our people don't feel like it's a problem with it. Because this the part that they don't really understand right here. Because I want to say he finna say something. I want to use the brother words.
Anybody can do that, as evidenced by so many sellouts that happen, men and women, before the Sexyy Reds of the world. It just so happened that we have an elite group of women right now, better than we've ever had before. They're not. There's some of them that are not.
I like the fact that he used the word elite because I got another video that I'm gonna use that he tried to use that term. But I want to go back to the Bible right quick and prove something. I like that he used the word elite because we are elite, and the sisters that's speaking right now, we need them to speak the way they speaking. To be honest with you, this Deuteronomy chapter 23, and I'm gonna start at verse 18. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog in the house of the Lord thy God for any vow. For even both these are abomination unto the Lord thy God. Now, what does this mean, right? What does this mean? He said, thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore. If you did something scandalous to get your money, if you had to sell your soul to get that money, God don't want that. When he say all money ain't good money, right? That's what he's talking about. He said that money that you made doing that evil, he can't use it. All money ain't good money. Let's read it again. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of the Lord thy God for any vow. Now, we saw this right here play out when Judas sold out Christ. When Judas tried to get her money back, the Pharisees, they couldn't use the money. They took the money and did something else with it because they couldn't use it. They said that's the price of blood. We can't use that. That money was used to kill a man. We can't use that. You think God cool with you making some money off selling your soul, selling your body, huh? Selling your people? No, that's not okay. Let's read it again. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of the Lord thy God for any vow, for even both these are abomination unto the Lord thy God. He said that's disgusting. He don't want that. He don't want that. Let's go back. I love the fact that he said elite. Because that's the type of mind frame that our sisters need to be in. They're elite. So we can't look at ourselves as it's okay for us to degrade ourselves. We shouldn't even look at it like it's okay to do that. We shouldn't be okay with that at all.
Happen, men and women, before the Sexyy Reds of the world. It just so happened that we have an elite group of women right now, better than we've ever had before. They're not. There's some of them that are not willing to do that at all. Many are not willing to sell out, and to go a step further, they will call out other people when they do it, and that's simply what DanaDane is doing. So again, shout out to her.
I gotta go back in the Bible because what he's talking about is biblical. What he's talking about is biblical. I see a lot more sisters creating platforms speaking against the evil that they see. I love to see that thing. I do. I love to see that. But I'm finna start at verse 27, but just because I love the way it sounds. This is Joel chapter 2 and verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed, because at the end of the day, we do a lot of shameful acts. And over time, especially in this nation here, we're gonna see a lot more people standing in righteousness, and we're gonna start moving the way God called us to move. It is what it is. Them God's waking back up. We ain't finna be okay with just letting our people just fall by the wayside and be evil. We not okay with that. The image of the black man has been destroyed. The image of the black woman has been destroyed for centuries. And it's time out for that. It's time to go back to the people that they hated. They hated us because we was greater than them. That was the reason why they hated us in the first place. Let's read it again. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. That's weird, because how God love everybody when he said he only the God of the Israelites. That's kind of weird. And my people shall never be ashamed. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Because that's what we're going into. DanaDane and the sisters like her that speak against the evil, whether they know it or not, you correcting that evil is prophesying. At the end of the day, you don't know if she's going to repent and start keeping God's laws down the line. We don't know. But as of right now, she's doing good works by correcting that foolishness. Let's read it again. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, because The spirit of the Lord is the commandments. The spirit of the Lord is doing things decently and in order. That's 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. He said, let all things be done decently and in order. There's nothing decent about what these sisters and brothers' music is about. There's nothing decent about it. There's nothing in order about it. So salute to the brother for bringing out that point that we got sisters today that think on a higher wavelength, that's willing to rebuke and to correct the foolishness that they see from these sisters. Because let's be honest, what the sisters have been doing has been going unchecked for decades. Let's go back. It's been going unchecked for decades by the women. That's the crazy part, because they don't listen to us. It don't matter how many men stand up and say, hey, we ain't cool with this, we don't like this. They don't give a damn what we say. But when the sisterhood start telling them, hey, you look kind of crazy doing that, we might see a little bit of change, because they don't respect us. But the brothers, y'all continue to do what y'all supposed to do. Just get in line, do what's right, be righteous. Once y'all stop giving these women attention, they'll start changing their ways. It is what it is. Let's continue.
Her. And see, when DanaDane referenced how hip hop and the things that, you know, happened and surrounding hip hop, how that created that negative stigma toward black men, I felt that here, like that hit me and led me to speak on it, because it's true. It did happen. It still continues to this day. If you don't think the police listen to the music and they have that in the back of their minds when they do that traffic stop, something's wrong. But anyway, the point Dana brings up is the reason why I loved the Snowfall series. It was very hard to watch. It was very painful to watch until the end. Because one thing the white power structure does, they hide what happens to the sellouts. They don't want you all to know what happens to the sellouts in the end. Because if you knew, there's a less likelihood that you would, you know, work with them. Snowfall, we got to see what happens at the very end when you decide to work with them.
Sexy chocolate nigga like me can't keep a bitch.
Now, I salute the brother for the video, you know what I'm saying, because he dropped some facts in that thing. And it's weird because I feel like most people in the black community, we understand how sellouts end. I literally don't know many that has done that type of evil and they wound up in a good space later on in life. It ain't many, which is weird because we understand that, you know what I'm saying? But I think growing up, a lot of us grow up poor. So we're not used to the money. So it's like you so tired of being poor that you'll do just about anything. You know what I'm saying? You'll do just about anything to get some money. So you're not in that predicament. But it's like you can't, like the brother said, you can't sell your soul, man. You can't sell your soul because you got to pay for that. It don't matter. You might be living a great life right now, but you got to pay for that. You got to pay for that. I want to go get something right quick. This one even on my sheet, but you got to pay for that. A lot of people don't understand that. You still got to pay for that. It's sad, but it is what it is. You got to pay for that. This is Psalm chapter 73 and verse 2. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, because that's what a lot of our people see. They see our people selling their soul. They see our people selling out, right? They see them making the degrading music, the thought music, right? And they see the money that come behind it. They see the money that come behind it, and it make them feel some type of way. This is that feeling right here, verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish. It's a level of jealousy. It's a level of envy, but it go right back into what it said in Sirach. It said a covetous man. There's nothing more wicked than a covetous man. Covetous and envious is the same thing. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've been always into the Bible. You're not gonna find too many people that didn't see other people doing wrong and was prospering and then think, damn, it don't make sense. Why am I struggling and I'm trying to do everything right, but they doing all the evil and they getting blessed? That's what it look like. But when you read further on in the Bible, Satan gives you some blessings as well. Verse 4, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men, because it looked like they prospering. It looked like everything that they need, They can provide it. Why? Because they got the money coming behind selling their soul, right? That's how it look. But when you keep reading down, it said that they end is death. It is what it is. It's sad. It is. When you keep reading, it's sad. It's really sad. But let's go to what this other brother had to say.
Apology.
Now this brother, I guess he didn't like what DanaDane had to say, so he took it upon himself to give her some words, right?
I feel like I owe certain black women an apology when I made the video saying that some women are jealous of Sexyy Red. It's not all. It's not all. Do I believe that some women are jealous of Sexyy Red? Absolutely. Not all. But
let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest. Ain't nobody jealous of that sister, man. The only women that's jealous of that sister are evil as hell. Let's be real. The only women that might be jealous of that sister are the ones that's willing to sell their soul as well. The first thing that anybody heard from that sister was, my coochie pink and my booty hole. That was the first thing that anybody heard from this sister. Out of all these years, like, really think about the mindset. Really think about the mindset. All these years of our sisters fighting to show how smart they are. All these years of our sisters fighting to show we ain't no piece of meat. We somebody to be reckoned with. We princesses. We ain't no damn bottom feeders. And the first thing that you hear out this sister's mouth, let's continue.
I understand the ones that genuinely want a better representation for black women. I completely understand that, and I think that is coming from a genuine place. However, the originator of this conversation, that is where I should have said this entire thing is not genuine. She was not genuine.
That's not your damn job. Which is weird because the scriptures even talk about you. You got to take a man at his word because you can't gauge sincerity. Who do you think you are? Nobody can gauge sincerity. Nobody. You can't tell if somebody being genuine or not. You got to take it as face value. So for you to say some women who checked her was genuine, but DanaDane ain't, how do you know? What's the difference in what was being said?
Starting this conversation, and I'm gonna tell you why. Now, Dana is my mutual, and I can tag her in this video. And this is also someone who has praised me for calling out BS whenever I've seen it in the past. So I don't know if she's going to be open to this critique. But I'm only going to critique things that have been on social media, like literally the things that she has posted and the things that she's said. From the inception of that topic, I knew that it was disingenuous, and I knew that it was coming from a very mean-spirited place, and I knew that it wasn't all about wanting better for black women. I knew that wasn't it.
But you don't know that because you don't read minds. And it's weird that you even say something like that because you literally don't have the ability or the capability of doing that. You don't. You don't. I'm 9 times out of 10. If you stack 10 videos of sisters checking Sexyy Red content, 9 times out of 10 they probably making the same points DanaDane was making. If you want to be completely honest, they probably making the same points.
I say that because she has made comments about Sexyy Red before. And I was just like, in the past, I was like, oh, ha, ha, he, this is just like some throwaway joke or whatever. But to see the amount of videos and how long the videos were and the things that she said and the way that she was degrading this girl and speaking about her as if she was less than human.
Let's be real, man. We got to start being real in our community, bro, because we didn't let this evil stuff go for so long that we try to integrate it into just regular society. We try to integrate it like it's not that bad. It's weird. It's really weird. We really got to get away from that because it's that evil. We can't just let that evil fester, man. It's weird. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 26 and verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Let me read it again. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Because far too often in the black community, we try to push for people to respect the people that there's nothing to respect. It's like y'all try to force people to respect the disrespectful. Y'all try to force people to respect people that don't respect themselves. It's weird. Let me read it again. Ecclesiastes chapter 26 and verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Because a shamefaced woman wouldn't make the type of music that she made. Let's be real. A shamefaced woman wouldn't make the type of music that she made. But it said, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. That's less than human, ain't it? Now, we're not going to sit here and act like she don't have the opportunity to repent. But let's be real. You got to check what's being presented. You can always change. And if she take heed to the correction, all praise to the Most High God. But as of right now, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. That's weird, because y'all, this the weird part about the black community. We down talk the good women. That's that it bothers me so bad. It bothers me so bad when I see women in the comments talking crazy to women that literally got a positive mindset about life and about positive imagery. They call them pick me bitches. Oh my God, that irked my soul so bad, because it's like, how have we warped our minds so much that we have whores? We have literal whores talking crazy to the women that's about something. It's weird. It's weird. Let's get some more. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of it. Because we get into these battles, we talking about how people envy Sexyy Red. Let's be real. Let's be real. No woman that's about anything envy that sister. Let's be real. Literally, she displays her trauma on the day in, day out basis with her music. All that is a cry for help. I don't care how you slice it. It is a cry for help. That's not normal. It's not normal for a sister to think like that. It's not normal for a sister to write that stuff down and to portray that and speak that. It's not normal. We're not going to sit here and act like it is. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 49. Like as a whore envieth a right and honest. Hold up. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman. Think about the mindset, because we get into these bags where women that correct Sexyy Red, they jealous of her, right? They envious of her, right? Let's be real. Women that move like Sexyy Red and like prostitutes and strippers, when they go home, they be crying tears. Let's be real. That trauma, when they by themselves, that sits on them. When they out in the world, they try to dress up they hurt. They try to be aggressive with their pain because they don't want nobody to know that they hurting for real. Let's be real. They envy them sisters that didn't go through those traumatic situations. They envy them sisters that's married, that got a husband that love them, that take care of them. They envy that. They envy them sisters that ain't got to sell their body, ain't got to sell their soul to be comfortable in life. They envy that. Let's read it again. Verse 49, like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman. Because that's what the envy is. The envy ain't the righteous women envying the evil women. Let's be real. Ain't no sister that's sitting up in her house taking care of her children, away from danger, away from the drugs, away from the crime. You're not finna sit there and tell me that she envy the sister that's sitting there with the thugs and the killers. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop.
That was very disgusting, and it was a mean girl tactic. You only have a problem with Sexyy Red because she is a certain type of black woman that you don't see value in. And that...
Don't see value in, huh? Don't see value in, huh? That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Because if I'm not mistaken, you was the same dude that said that black men are bullet bags and they can't even die right, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, that was you. If I'm not mistaken. But this the problem. It's easy for our people to call out the men for their shortcomings, right? That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Because our brothers do need their ass checked from time to time because it's a lot of evil out here on both sides. So it got to be dealt with, right? But they go for the sisters as well. Let's go in this Bible. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 26 and verse 22. And harlot shall be counted as spittle. Hold on. Let's read it again. And harlot shall be counted as spittle, because you're not finna sit here and tell me that ain't what she be portraying. Huh? She talk about sex like it's not that big of a deal. The only people that move like that are prostitutes. As they say, a whore with a W. Ain't that what young Miami said? She said, I'm a whore with a W. Let's read it again. And harlot shall be counted as spittle. A spittle ain't about nothing. When you speaking, you know that little spit that fly out your mouth, that's spittle. That ain't got no value. When you read Isaiah chapter 40, it lets you know spittle don't have no value. Let's read it again. And harlot shall be counted as spittle. But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband, because she got a lot of value. As the scriptures say, he said, who can find a virtuous wife, because her price is far above ruby. She's priceless. She costs too much. You don't have enough. But we look at the women that move like that, like they below. That's how we do in the black community, which is weird. But you talking about value? Come on, fam. We gotta stop this. Because them so-called bullet bags, you wouldn't say they got value, right? Them so-called brothers that can't even die right, you would say they don't have no value. That's how you were speaking before, like you're not a black man, right? But as soon as somebody check an evil sister for the evil that she doing, now she a mean girl, right? That's the beautiful thing I love about the Bible. Most of our forefathers that was really righteous and that was really correct and shit, everybody didn't like them. They was always looked at evil and rude, right? That's what Paul said. He said, though I be rude in speech, not in knowledge, because he had to check niggas for their evil. It looked like you being mean when you having to correct somebody, because that's not the norm in America. It's not the norm to tell somebody that they're evil and what you're doing is wrong. That's not normal.
Those black women do exist and they do deserve representation. This is a
No, they don't. They don't deserve no representation. That's the problem with us. We like to push we like to push the people at the bottom to the front. That's weird. When we see it was a sister that she was curing cancer with lasers. Push her to the front, man. Push her to the front. But we trying to force her to the front, and the first thing that you heard out this sister mouth was my coochie pink and my booty hole brown. That's the first thing we heard. What you talking about? That don't need no representation. But then as soon as something bad happened, right? Because let's be real, when you do evil, evil is called to you. Let's be real. So once them same spirits on the opposite spectrum, right? The men that think like Sexyy Red, them evil niggas too. You know what them evil niggas do? They terrorize the community. So when they out here killing people, stealing from people, sexually assaulting people, y'all got an issue with that. This is their counterpart, bro. Y'all niggas is crazy.
Girl tactic that you are employing. And you disguise the entire thing, your mean girl tactics, you disguise it behind respectability politics and wanting better for the black community, when the reality is that you don't like women like that and you don't see value in them.
And she shouldn't. She shouldn't. Because if you're going to degrade yourself, you taking the value away from yourself. How can you remove all the value that's in you, but you still want somebody to value you? That's like a man that don't want to go get no job. That's like a man that don't take care of his kids. Nigga, the things that make you valuable, the things that make you honorable, you won't do, but you want us to respect you. But how does that make sense? You want to do the dishonorable, but you won't respect. You want to degrade yourself but you want to be valued. That don't make no damn sense.
And you disguise the entire thing, your mean girl tactics, you disguise it behind respectability politics and wanting better for the black community, when the reality is that you don't like women like that, and you don't see value in them, and you have to put those types of women down to step.
That's it's weird to listen to you say this type of shit when you spoke like you spoke against black men. That's weird. It's weird. Do you see value in the black men that act like Sexyy Red? That's weird. That's weird. So because Dana see an issue with a sister that move in a way that make people look at her sideways. Think about it. Oh my God, it'll make me so mad if I was a black woman, man, because it's the same mindset. It's how I feel when I see a nigga not taking care of his kids. Nigga, they all look at us like that. How can you create a life and you not take care of it? Nigga, they look at me like that and I take care of my kids. I take care of my wife, and you niggas running around here doing whatever on y'all wives. It make us all look bad. It make us all look bad. I'm telling you, man, it's weird, man. Y'all fight for the evil, man. It don't make sense.
Up or make yourself feel better. But if they are so low and you have to step on them in order to make yourself feel better, how high up are you actually going?
Actually, if you paid attention to what she was saying, it don't make her feel good to do it. Why? Like most of the time, let's be real. DanaDane would probably she would rather make videos about stuff that's happy and fun, right? It's not cool to have to check people because all you see is evil in your community. The reason why she gonna always have content is because black people are evil, bro. She gonna always have something to talk about. It's weird, bro.
And you're very manipulative behind this entire thing because you're trying to frame this behind wanting better for black women. But what you really wanted was for everybody to rally behind you and bully this girl to make you feel better, because that's what mean girls do. That's quite literally the plot of the movie Mean Girls. And for you to be older.
I'm gonna just be honest with you, bro. For you to be a grown ass man and you watch Mean Girls, it's weird to me. That's weird, bro. Y'all let me know if you a man and you watch Mean Girls. Y'all let me know.
Than her. I expect you to be more mature than her. Of course she's going to make these mistakes. Of course she's going to act like this. Of course she's going to talk like this. That girl is 25 years old and she grew up in the hood. She did not grow up in the same circumstances that you did. But you expect her to operate as if she did. For you to be older than her, have a good 10 years on her, but acting younger than her with these bullying tactics, these type
of niggas is so evil, bro. Y'all niggas is evil as hell, bro. Y'all niggas don't want to see no positivity in the black community, bro. That's why that bomb gonna hit all you niggas, man. It is what it is. This is Titus chapter 2 and verse 3, because what DanaDane was doing is exactly what she was supposed to be doing. As an older sister, you're supposed to check the younger sisters for the evil that they do. Let's read it. This is Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wise, teachers of good things. Because her having 10 years on her, she doing exactly what she's supposed to do. Check the evil. Hey, you know what you're doing don't look good. What you're doing making us all look bad. What you're doing, you need to stop. He said that be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. That's weird. He said the older sister's supposed to teach the young sisters good things. Let's keep reading. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, which ain't natural. Like the women like to say this, like they naturally nurturing. No, you're not. You're supposed to be taught how to be those things, right? Verse 5, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home. She's none of those things. So when DanaDane is talking about some of the things that she's doing, it's because, one, to be discreet. She's none of that. Like I said, the very first things that we heard from the sister was my coochie pink and my booty hole brown. That's not being discreet. That's not being discreet. To be chaste, we already know that's out the window. We already know that's out the window. Keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. Because what we see today is a lot of blasphemy, and it's sickening. It's sickening, to say the least. It's sickening, to say the least. Y'all weird, man. Y'all weird, man. I think I might have missed one of the points he made too.
High school bully tactics, that's very disgusting, and you're not going to get anybody's attention like that, at least not in a positive manner.
Ain't nothing positive about this, bro. Everything about this is bad. You don't make a video like this for positivity. You make a video like this to correct the evil. The reason why this video had to be made was because of the evil. This ain't nothing fun. People don't make videos like this because it makes them feel good. I'm pretty sure DanaDane would rather not see Sexyy Red act the way she act. It probably hurt her for real to see her move like that. And there's plenty of other sisters I've seen that speak about this. It bothers them. It bothers them, especially when you raising little girls. Because 9 times out of 10, the reason why Sexyy Red do the things that she do is because she was violated as a child. And y'all champion her displaying her pain, bro. It's weird.
You poked and poked and poked, and when that girl finally responded back to you, you acted like you were the victim. Again, that is very manipulative. And you've manipulated this entire conversation to have these people start this witch hunt against Sexyy Red. And this girl ain't doing nothing to nobody. And you said that you wouldn't go to a Drake concert because Sexyy Red was there. Drake? The man that has grooming allegations against him? The man that is always appropriating other people's culture and over-sexualizing black women? That man? If anybody is an industry plant, it would be him. A Canadian actor.
Woo! Well, I promise you, bro. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't. I want y'all to read Romans chapter 1. When you get down to around about verse 27, just keep on reading down. It gives you the characteristics of the LGBT. It gives you the characteristics of them. He displaying a lot.
That came to America that has ghostwriters and made this false career and acts like somebody.
Let's be real, my nigga. Let's be real. Sexyy Red needs some damn ghostwriters because the shit that she writing is foolishness. If we'll get better music from Sexyy Red with ghostwriters, they need to send them, bro. They need to send them, bro. And I think I missed the point that he made earlier because he said something about being elitist, right? He said that DanaDane was being elitist. I want to get this right quick because this is one of the most beautiful things that I read when I first started learning the Bible, and that we weren't no damn African Americans. This was one of the this thing had me poking my chest out. That thing had me feeling good because what we see from our people today ain't who we are, bro. It's not. This Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. We don't act like that today. So when DanaDane or any of these other sisters speaking on her and you feel like they trying to be elitist, you goddamn right. You supposed to be. Let's read it again. Verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Above. That sound like elite. Above all people. Hold up. That sound like elite. That sound like elite. Let's read it again. Verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's elite. That's elite. That's elite. I'll take it. I'll take the elitist attitude. I'll take it. I'll take it. This Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 2. Speak unto the congregation of the children of Israel and say unto them, ye shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. So when people get into these bags where they want you to act a certain way, that's what we've been for centuries, bro, before we came over here. The way Sexyy Red and some of these other sisters and these brothers move, that's not our culture, bro. That's not us. I'll take elite status over anything. I'll take the elite status. This is Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. Because when you're elite, you can't mingle with the trash. It is what it is. When you're elite, you got to be separated. But this is the problem with the black community, right? Most of our people don't want to get right. Most of our people don't want to be elite. And that's why 2/3 got to die. That's Bible. 2/3 got to go. Most of y'all ain't going to make it. Let's be real. If you arguing for people like Sexyy Red, you're probably going to die here. I don't want to say that, but guess what? That's what the Bible says. Let's just get it. It ain't got to be my words. Let's read the Bible. It ain't got to be my words. Let's read the Bible. This is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. He said 2 parts. I mean 2/3 of the people going to be cut off and die in America. Verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. Because 2/3 of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans going to die in America. Why? Because they're evil. The things that put us in slavery, they still doing it to this day, and they trying to make everybody else be comfortable with it, be cool with it. No, that's not how it works. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So I salute DanaDane for speaking out, man. I salute all the other sisters that's been speaking out too, because I've been seeing a lot of them, bro. But I like the brother video that I touched on earlier. I saved it because I wanted to speak on some of the things that he spoke on. You know, I see a lot of his videos, and I, you know what I'm saying, I rock with the brother. The brother be saying a lot. But then when I saw this clip right here, because the crazy part about it, I seen somebody touching on what DanaDane was saying. Then this brother video was right after that. I was like, damn, what the hell? It made me go watch DanaDane video because it didn't cross my timeline. I was like, I agree with what DanaDane's saying. I agree. Watch this. This Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. I know y'all ain't never heard that before. Let's read it again. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. Because that's the problem with people like Sexyy Red. They're seducing. They're very seductive. You don't think these teenage girls, they listen to Sexyy Red, they think it's okay to be like that? Because the mind of a child is easy to manipulate. The mind of a child is easy to coerce. That's why people like Sexyy Red is a problem. That's why people like Lil Boosie is a problem. That's why people like Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Baby, right? It's a problem. Meg Thee Stallion. The music that they make is seductive. It makes the children want to be like them. When the things that they talking about is not okay. It's not okay. Let's read it again. This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. Because I know you never heard this. He said the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. He said people that's willing to do things the right way are better than those that don't. That's what the Bible says. You call it being elitist. That's why I said I love what the Barber brother said. He said we got some elite sisters. That's a beautiful thing. That brother said we got some elite sisters calling out their foolishness. Because right here, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. Guess what? Those elite sisters, those sisters that's willing to call out the BS, They trying to pull their sisters up there to their level. See, y'all look at it like they trying to punch them down and push them down and keep them down. That's not what it is. What they trying to do is correct them sisters to make them, come on, man. It is what it is, man. I've been on this topic way too long. Man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. This Sexyy Red and DanaDane thing that got on my nerves for real, because it really show you just how lost we are as a people. That you see a lot more videos defending Sexyy Red than defending DanaDane, and it's weird. It's weird, especially in a community full of black women that say they not protected, they not respected. It's weird. It's weird, man. Because you know who don't get respected in the black community? Niggas. You know who don't get respected in the black community? Drug dealers and niggas that don't take care of their kids and niggas that walk around killing people and the niggas that walk around with their pants hanging off their butt. People don't respect them. They fearful of them. They don't respect them. So the same way people don't respect them niggas, why should we respect the Sexyy Reds of the world? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm out.